Blessings, my sisters and my brothers. It is such a pleasure to speak with you. I am Robert. Welcome to the Law of One. It is my pleasure today to share with you new channeling from LL Research, occurring January 14th, 2023. Today's question to QO is about DNA alteration and the pineal gland, current Orion influences on Earth, and let's get started. The question is, was there a time, QO, or were there times in human history in which non-human intelligences altered human DNA associated with the function of the pineal gland? If so, when, by whom, and for what purposes? Will QO please advise methods or practices to train the mind and improve the function of the pineal gland through the Ajna chakra? I am Quo and am aware of your query, my sister. This is a very interesting query, for the Confederation of Planets in the service of the One Infinite Creator has been represented from time to time in this interaction with the entities of planet Earth in various ways, some of which are as you have described. There was at one time a population upon the planet which you call Mars, the red planet, which had what you would call the tendency towards bellicosity, in the degree that this warlike behavior rendered the atmosphere of their planet unable to support third density life. Thus, at the beginning of this master cycle of third density, 75,000 years ago, the Confederation entity known at that time as Yahweh transferred the population of Mars to planet Earth to continue their third density experience in the learning of the ways of love. This transfer in the beginning was that which you would see as a cloning process, whereby the DNA of the entities from the red planet was adjusted in a way in which the Mars population would be, it was thought to be more able to assimilate and express the ways of loving each other. That is the lesson of third density, love. Of the third density experience, the opening of the heart in unconditional love, the majority of the time in one's carnation. This process had the hoped-for result of causing these entities to be more able to perceive in a mental fashion the concepts of love and the ability to share it as more intelligent and vigorous physical vehicles were the type of body pattern used at the time. This type of genetic adjustment was then further promoted as the entities of the red planet incarnated on Earth and were then adjusted yet again in the normal sexual reproduction way, so that this type of ability to learn the ways of love was hopefully to be given a kind of boost. And this would allow an easier process in each entity to be able to do this. However, there was, at that time, a, shall we say, difference of opinion that many other Confederation entities, or guardians, as you would call them at that time, felt appropriate to voice feeling that the free will of the entities from Mars had been abridged, and that too much emphasis upon their superiority in ways compared to their previous experience on Mars were manifesting within their own being. This then necessitated what you would call a quarantine of the planet Earth, so that further entities or social memory complexes that would wish to become able to move into the Earth sphere or Earth plane of third density would need to have this plan approved by what has been called the Council of Saturn. This was done with the hope that future interactions between the Confederation and the third density of Earth would be more equitable, shall we say, in that there would not be the feeling of superiority upon the part of entities that had interaction with those of Earth. This is a process which has been ongoing for some time upon your planet, so that those entities from Mars are now working their way through their own type of feelings of having caused difficulty to their home planet, and now they feel more desirous of aiding planet Earth in their own evolutionary process of seeking to balance the difficulties that they had caused on Mars. As far as the second portion of your query, my sister, as to the activation and utilization of the pineal gland, the indigo ray chakra, this is a process which each of you on this planet is attempting to be able to do. For it is that indigo ray, or pineal chakra, that has the ability to work in consciousness that is of a very helpful nature, not only to the entities activating that chakra, but to those about it, that are able to feel the less distorted cosmic inflow of energies that may be expressed through the indigo ray chakra. The process by which this is accomplished is one which is that of the progression through the third density experience that may take many lifetimes for each energy center, beginning with the red and going forward through the orange, the yellow, and so forth, and arriving at the indigo. These centers must be activated in as fully a manner as possible, so that the love light, or prana, of the one infinite creator may move without significant blockage or obstruction through each energy center. The red ray of reproduction, sexual reproduction and survival. The orange ray of acceptance of self and the personal eccentricities. The yellow ray of group energies. The green ray of the unconditional love of the open heart. The blue ray of the freely given and accepted communication and inspiration with others, thereby leading to the indigo ray. The ability to do work in consciousness as the activation of intelligent energy may at some point allow the entity to contact intelligent infinity and know in full the one infinite creator that exists within all beings. Thus, this is a program of personal evolution for each entity that will be unique for each entity. For each is a portion. For each is a unique portion of the one infinite creator that exists within all things and all entities. This is the journey of perhaps numerous lifetimes. However, each entity on Earth at this time has been incarnated through the seniority by vibration, which suggests that there are very likely many who have made progress up through the lower three chakras, have opened the heart chakra, which is the way that graduation into the fourth density of love and understanding is accomplished. And some few who have become adults, who have gone forward into the blue energy center or chakra so that they may become the creator that has the outflow of energies that surrounds them and all around them and may inspire them to further work on their own journeys. Then there is the possibility of the act of moving into the indigo ray energy center. This is all a product of how catalysts is processed by each entity. In your daily round of activities, you experience the opportunity to utilize catalysts in one way or another, so that the emotions that are triggered by interactions with your fellow seekers are the way in which one kind of catalyst or another may be utilized in this process of moving the energies higher and higher in the system of chakras. As you are able to successfully utilize this grist for the mill, this food for growth and catalyst, you move higher and higher in your chakras. You become more and more of the 360-degree being that is the one infinite creator. This is the manner of the activation of the indigo ray chakra, and it is one which each in this circle and each on this planet Earth at this time is attempting to do, with more or less success depending upon the ability to successfully utilize catalysts and move through the energy centers. Is there a follow-up question, my sister? No, thank you. Nothing further, thank you. We thank you, my sister, and we wish you well on your journey in the Indigo Energy Center. Thank you. At this time, we shall transfer this contact to the one known as Austin. We are those of Quo.